Hello students, welcome to Programming with C and C++ online classes, and today I am going to explain about the concept of bitwise operators. Today our concept is bitwise operators. Actually in the last two classes I have completed some portion of about the operators. Assignment operators I have completed, logical operators I have completed, and arithmetic operators I have completed, and next one is relational operators also I have completed. And in this today's class I would like to explain about the concept of bitwise operators. So actually where we have to use the bitwise operators, till now whatever the operators we have discussed, so all operators will work on C programming language, but sometimes we have to develop our bit level programming also by using C program. So in that case we can use bitwise operators. Actually where we have to use the bitwise operators, I mean bit level programming, bitwise operators are used to do the bit level programming. Bits are nothing but what? Zeros and ones. Machine can understand only directly zeros and ones na. So actually that machine code we haven't learned. That machine code we haven't understand easily. It is a very critical and very critical programming language. Even if you know, then after that if you want to debug anything, if you want to modify anything, that is also a very critical process. So bit level programming is nothing but it is not an easy to learn. It is a very critical programming language because of the bits can interact with the machine directly. So actually in the bit level programming, whatever the codes we have zeros and ones only. So that is understandable by only machine, not by us. So that's why to avoid all those thing problems, if you want to do any program by using, I mean, if you want to if you want to develop any program, for that some high level programming languages are introduced. C programming language, Java programming language, nothing but .NET programming language, all are high level programming languages. Actually these all programming languages contains internally interpreter. So these all programming languages, some syntax based programming language. That syntax is in which language? English language. So that is our understanding purpose. Our syntax is also given by in English language. So after writing the entire code by using that related syntaxes, after completion of our program, we need to compile. Na? Why we are compiling here? It is converting. The compiler functionality is what here? High level programming language to low level programming language, it is converting. Okay, nothing but English syntaxes, I mean whatever the program we have written by using English syntaxes. So that entire code while compiling time it is converting into a machine readable code. Machine readable code is nothing but zeros and ones. So compiler functionality is like that. Okay, so again the compiler, after understanding by that entire code, again it will return to the in the form of machine code. So after that the compiler it will return to the in the high level programming language for our understanding purpose. So the return process is also doing by the compiler. So that is the importance of compiler. But here bit level programming is nothing but if you want to interact with any system directly without in between, without using any other programming language, in between without using any high level programming languages, bit level programming is enough. Okay, but it is very critical process. Actually some devices also working with a bit level programming. So what are the devices we have used right now? Washing machines, you know na? So that machine is interacting with directly with the hardware. The bit level programming which is interacting with by the hardware, that is called bit level programming. Okay, so while developing bit level programming, bitwise operators are very useful. Washing machine is also one of the example, and printers are also one of the example, and also TV remotes also one of the examples. So these are directly interacting with the machine without in between, without interacting any high programming languages. So directly it is interacting with the machine. So nothing but bit level programming is working with the devices only. So if you want to interact with any hardware device directly, so in that case we need to use the bit level programming. So bitwise operators also use it in that programming only. So now in this session we have to see what are the operators we have for the bit level programming. We have to see in this session. And let us start our session. Right. Bitwise operators are used for manipulating a data at the bit level, also called bit level programming. Bit level programming mainly consists of zeros and ones. Just now I told you, bit level program internally contain words, zeros and ones. That is internally binary language. Nothing but mission level language. They are used in numerical computations to make the calculation process faster. Because of, if you want to do any bit level programming by using bitwise operator, so in that case the calculation process is very faster. Because of here for the user purpose and for the device purpose, we are not using any high level programming languages. If you want to use any high level programming languages, in between some process is also doing now, so that much time it is wasting. So compared to high level programming languages, bit level programming is very faster, but it is learning process very critical. Even if you know that language, then after if you want to modify anything, in that case it is very critical process. It is not an easy way to debug the application. Next, there are 6 type of bitwise operators. What are they? Bitwise AND, bitwise OR, bitwise exclusive OR, bitwise NOT, or ones complement, and left shift operator, and also right shift operators. Around 6 types of operators we have, bit level operators. Bitwise AND indicate with the AND symbol, bitwise OR indicate with the OR symbol. Single OR we have to use. But while coming to the logical operators, 2 times we are using now. So that is the difference between bitwise and logical operators. Okay, right. So in the bitwise operators, single time we have to use. Bitwise exclusive OR. Bitwise exclusive OR. Bitwise operators. Bitwise operators. What are they? Bitwise AND operator. Nothing but AND symbol we have to use. And bitwise OR operator. Nothing but one single OR operator we have to use. And next one is what? Bitwise exclusive OR. Bitwise exclusive OR. Bitwise exclusive OR. Nothing but one cap symbol we can use. And next one is bitwise NOT or ones complement. Bitwise NOT or ones complement. For that we can use one negation symbol. One negation symbol. Next one, left shift operator. Next one, right shift operator. Right shift operator. Left shift operator, 3 less than symbols we are using. Sorry, 2 less than symbols. And right shift operator, 2 greater than symbols we have to use. So these are the bitwise operators. So bitwise operators internally using mathematical truth table. And this truth table already you have known in the 10th class you have learnt. Okay, sets concept is there na. In that true or false conditions you are using na. So that is truth table. In the 10th class already you have learnt about this concept. So here also bitwise operators also working on that truth table only, based on the truth table. Based on that truth table. Here how many columns we have? 1, 2. For your understanding purpose, I am simply using creating one table, insert table, 3 columns, 5 rows, 3 columns, 4 rows, right? Here x, y, here x, y. I am doing auto fitting, right? If the shifts like this, 1 1 1 0 0 1 0 0, 1 1 1 0 0 1 0 0, nothing but C programming language internally indicating with true or false na. So here also truth table will work true or false only. 1 means true and y value 1 means true. If both values true, then it will becomes true. If both values false, if one value true and one value false, then it will return false. When x and y, if you use, if both value true, it will return true condition. If both one value is true and one value is false, then it will return false condition. Here also one value false, one value true, false condition. Both values false, false condition. Like that. So instead of f, we need to use 0, 0, 0 because of false condition indicating with this one only. Understood? Right. Right. Here one more column I am introducing, nothing but x or operator, x or y. Or condition is what actually or operator, what it will do? If both conditions true, then it will return true. If any one condition true, it will becomes true. If any one condition true, here also one condition true, so that's why it becomes true. Here both conditions false, it return false. Okay, like that. Like that, this truth table will work. X and y, x or y. Exclusive means here if both true conditions, then it will return false. Okay. Exclusive OR means the result of the bitwise operator exclusive OR operation is 1. If only one of the expression has the value as 1, otherwise the result is always 0. The result of the bitwise operator, bitwise exclusive OR operation is 1 if only one of the expression has the value as 1, otherwise the result is always 0. The result is always 0. So any one expression here it will true. Understand? If both expression x and y values are true, then it becomes false because of any one expression it need to true. If both expressions true, then it becomes false. Here one expression true, second expression false, then it becomes true. Here also one expression true na in between two expressions, one expression true. That's why x exclusive OR is also true. Here both expressions false, then it becomes 0. Like that. Negation means reverse process. So here 1 1 0 0. Here 1 is there na, 0 it will reverse. And here 1 is a reverse 0. Here 0 1 0 1. So like that the bitwise operators will work like that. Okay. And it is completely depending on bitwise bits like this. Okay. If you take 12 number, internally the binary it can convert like this, a 8-bit format. If you convert 8-bit format, the binary number equal to 12. Here 12 is there na. So if you convert the number to binary number, the value becomes like this. X value becomes like this and y value becomes like this. Okay. After result it will get, what is the output we got? 8. Okay. If you want to know the bitwise operations, and very briefly, you please check in Google. Then you will get the correct awareness. Okay. So after converting this one, the value becomes like this. How you can understand this one? How you can convert? For your understanding purpose, I am opening one Excel window, and 12 here I am taking 12. You know the HCF now, highest common factor. Highest common factor. So here I am taking second table. Here 6 twos are 12. Again 2 I am taking. Here 3 twos are 6. Here again I am taking. What is the value? 1, and one value remainder here. One value remainder here. And here 0 is the remainder, and 0 is the remainder, 0 is the remainder. So now the value becomes what? Reversely we have to write. Reversely we have to write. Nothing but here, from here to here you need to write. From here to here. So the first one is 1, 1, 0, 0, 0. So 1, 1, 0, 0 we are getting for the 12 number. 1, 1, 0, 0. Sorry, here not required na. Here not required the first value. 1, 1, 0, 0. Because of 6 twos are na, first value it is not initiated with any remainder na. So that's why. So it is the starting value. So nothing but we can, this is the number, 12 number, highest common factor. Okay, highest common factor. If you take the 8 bits format, instead of 4 digits we are getting na, so before again 4 digits, 4 zeros we have to put. Before 4 digits we have to put. So that is the value here. 4 digits I have placed na. So after that, this is the 12, this is equal to 12 value, because of this is the 8-bit format. Because of this is 8-bit format. So if you take the 25 number, then it is the value for the 25, and these three numbers are the 8-bit format 0 values. Okay. If you take the 25 number, then you can see 25 number also you will get like that. Here 25 I am taking. So here you need to compulsory you need to calculate with second number only. Okay, because of this is bitwise operators will work only 2 format. So here 12 twos are 24. Here 1 is the remainder, and next again 2. 6 twos are 12. 0 is the remainder, and here again 2. 3 twos are 6. Here 0 is the remainder. Again 2. 1 twos are 1 2 are 2, and remainder 1. So what is the value? 1 1 0 0 1. 1 1 0 0 1. Here the value is what? 1 1 0 0 1, and remaining, this is 8-bit format na. Here we are getting 5 digits. And what about the 3 digits? Because of if you take the 8 bits, then you need to place the 3 zeros before of the number. Okay. So after that, what you have to do here? What is this? X and Y na? End operator. So you have to choose the first this truth table right now. If both values true, then it will becomes true. Otherwise, remaining all are false. Carefully observe here. How it will calculate? Here 0 is there in the last one, and the second value is 1 na? So 0 and 1. If it is both values true, then it becomes true. Here false na, because of both values don't have any true values na. 0 is the false, 1 is the true. So both values is opponent position. That means here x and y, if you have to take the x and y, both values should be true, then only it will true. Otherwise it will false. So that's why based on the truth table it becomes false. So like that, each and every x and y values you need to compare. Here both bits are false, so that's why it is false. Here one bit is true, second bit is false, so that's why false. Here both bits true, so that's why it becomes true. Here both bits opponent 0 and 1, so that's why it becomes false. Here all bits are false, so that's why these all are false condition. Understood? Now what binary result we are getting like that. So now this value we have to take na. So how it will convert again? Binary number to decimal number. Binary number to decimal number, how you can convert? Now I have pasted here. Sorry. What is the value right now? 4 zeros, 1 triple 0. Carefully observe. 1 1 1 1. Okay, 4 zeros, 1 triple 0. Am I correct? This is the number. Now how you can calculate this one? 2 power 0, 2 power 0, here 2 power 1, here 2 power 2, here 2 power 3. You better to take this one as a word format, then only you will get correct awareness. Now I am copying this one, again I am pasting one document, then you can use the subscript and superscripts. Yeah, here powers I am using in the middle now, so now I am removing this one, then only, yeah, 2 power 0, okay, 2 power 0, 2 power 1, 2 power 2, 2 power 3, 2 power 4, 2 power 4, 2 power 5, 2 power 6, 2 power 7. So like that we can use. So this is the format. So here you please calculate on here 2 power 0, this is 0 na, do not require to calculate. This is 0, do not require to calculate. This is 0, do not require to calculate, but this is true. So here you need to calculate. 2 power 3 means 2 2s are 4, 4 2s are 8. So 8 is the number. So now what is the value we are getting here? 8. So that is the process. So same process you have to do here onwards, okay? And here negation means reverse process. Plus 1 is also, it can be added like that, okay? This is 1's complement, 2's complement, okay? Right. N plus 1 minus the whole power minus whole brackets n plus 1, that is the formula. It can press 1. Here n is nothing but what is the value? Only one digit it can support. Only one value. This is called bitwise operators. So this one has completed. X and Y operation is completed. X and Y is also similar to same one, but here if you want to calculate this one, any one bit you need to true condition. Here up in the above, the last value 0, nothing but false. Here true. So the value becomes true because of OR statement na, any one value should be true. Here both values false, that's why the value result is false. Here true, here true, here true, and remaining 3s are false, okay? And x exclusive y, x exclusive y. Here if any one bit true, then remaining false. Here any one true, both bits are false, so that's why false. Here any one true, here both bits true, false, because of any one only. If you use the cap symbol, exclusive OR symbol, x value or x binary number and also y binary number, in between these two numbers, any one should be true, otherwise it will false. Even if both values true are also, it can false. So like that it will get the 0 value. Here also same thing. So 3 remaining are false. Like that the value will get whatever the value you need to calculate, that will you need to convert binary number to decimal number, then only will get the 21, okay? So that is the number system process. And minus of x, exclusive not means, so what is the operator? This one, bitwise not operator. Bitwise not operator, it can call 1's complement, 2's complement, like that. So this one exclusive not or 2's complement you can call. So if you use the negation symbol and that this negation symbol, it will work on 1's complement will work on only one variable. So nothing but x variable or y variable, whatever the variable you have to apply, then you can apply. Here I am taking the x variable. Here I am taking the x variable. That binary value is what? 00, 00, 11, 00. 12 binary values. This one. After that, 1's complement means here the functionality what? Minus n plus 1, like that it will work. N is nothing but this entire value. So 12 plus 1. So what is the value we are getting? 13. Minus 13. So here also 1 bit extra bit added. 1's complement means 0 and 1. 1. 0, 0. 1, 1. 1, 1. 0, 0, 0. Like that. So if you count the, if you calculate the binary number to decimal number, minus 13 you got. Minus 13 you will get. So this process also you can take like this. Actually this is a lengthy process. Just only understanding purpose you can use this one. And while examination time you need to write just only operators. Operators are enough. And left shift operator, right shift operator we have to know first one. And x equal to 10. X equal to 12. So this is the binary number. X left shift operator and 2 number I have to use here. So if I use 2 number here, 2 shifts I want to shift. So that's why this entire number I want to shift. I want to removing this first 2 shifts left side. Okay. And 0, 0, 1, 1, 0, 0. After that you need to place the 2 shifts. 2 0 shifts. Okay. So then that value becomes 48. Right shift means at right side we have to remove. At right side. Okay. At right side means this one. Here I have removed to here I have removed 2 shifts. So then that value becomes like this. This is left side and this is right side. So this is the value, right? These two boxes I have placed empty. After that, the 2 places I have shifted to at right side. And here greater than means the last 2 places I have shifted, I have deleted and also placed it before the number. And the value becomes 3 after converting decimal number to binary number. Now we have to see the program. What is the output we are getting? Bitwise operators demo. Bitwise operators demo. Now hash include stdio dot h. stdio.h void main. Now I am using int x equal to 12, y equal to 24. Whatever the values we have taken, those same values we will take. 25 is the number, I think, right? 25. Now I want to print f function bitwise and equal to bitwise and x and y is %d comma x and y. So like that we can use. Again I am pasting because of there are number of operators now in bitwise operators. So instead of AND operator I am simply changing to this one. Here also this one, and here also one more time cap symbol, exclusive operator I want to use. Here also exclusive operator. Again negation of x. Here also negation operator work only one number. Okay, only one operand will work with only one operator. And here x left shift 2 is x left shift 2. 2 bits left, it can remove, left side it can remove it, and also place it at the front side. And here also x greater than x, right shift operator 2 bits, and that value becomes 2. So now I want to save this file. Bit.c, save as type is all files. Now I am compiling, now I am executing. Sorry, actually side by side it is printing. Every time we have to use the new line character na. New line character we need to use. Then only it will. Yeah. Now I am saving, now I am compiling, now I am executing. So this is the bitwise operator functionality. So what are the values we are getting? X and Y 8 na. Now the table you can check. So X and Y, what is the value? 8 value. X or Y, 29. So that 29 it is getting na. Next 21. Yeah, 21 we are getting. Next minus 13 it is getting. Minus 13, okay, right. Next x left shift 48, x right shift 3. So carefully observe. Here 48 we are getting na. Here this is left shift operator. 3 is also got na. So that means right shift operator. So bitwise operators concept is over right now. Here I given one example, and same example output I am pasting on the notes. Copying, and here I am pasting. Right. Right. So bitwise operators concept is over. And in the next class, I would like to explain about the conditional operator. And today I am going to ending this session. Thank you very much. I hope you enjoyed this session.